here tonight. We got our coach, I almost said our coach, our teacher, Matt Rendell out down here, filming the student section, as you can see, panning over right here. Always good to get students out here. But Daniel, we got a great matchup on hand. Mishawaka Knights, or my goodness, Marian Knights versus the Mishawaka Cavemen. Want to tell us a little bit about that matchup?
Yeah, so Marian certainly a well-known and respected program, but they actually started off their season in the best way, definitely not the way they were expecting to. A loss this Tuesday when we were playing Riley. They lost to Bremen with a score of 69-34. Definitely not in the position you want to be, especially with the new coach.
100%. I mean, for a team that finished 22-6 last year, starting 0-1 was first of all definitely not expected,
not at all,
and definitely not how you want to start. Losing to Bremen, respectable team, but for a school like Marian, not someone you want to lose to early in the year.
Right, completely agree, Brady. And they also, as well as losing to Bremen, they also lost a lot of their primary scores and just their like game changers. They lost their biggest key graduation losses were Nevaeh Foster, who scored 25 points per game for them, was the NIC MVP and All-State player. So she was recognized and an amazing player for Marian, set records. She actually ranked 21st in state among state players across the state, and total career points. So she's definitely a very great player. Sad to lose her. Also losing Micaiah Porter, 12 points per game. Only played in 3 games due to an injury last year, but she's still huge, impactful player. Shayla Alexander was also a player they lost due to graduation, 11 points per game, and also Alia Hirschberger, 11 points per game. So a lot of scorers lost due to graduation, Brady. So that definitely impacted them quite a bit.
Yeah, when they had those scores, last time these two teams squared off, Mishawaka ended up taking the L by a score of 27-56. So a big-time loss. So Mishawaka is hopefully going to be looking out for some revenge tonight at home. Like Coach Prime said, never want to get beat at the crib.
No, not at all, not at all.
Guys, just so you guys know, we were having a pretty heated debate about Coach Prime before the stream started, so it's fresh in my mind.
It wasn't me and Brady. Me and Brady were actually agreeing. It was actually between us and one of our co-workers and our teacher, Mr. Rendell, actually. So
It was. But outside of basketball, let's talk about some stuff that's going on in our network. If you guys are tuned into the Mishawaka Network at all, hopefully you guys have seen the Mishawaka Game Day. And we're actually hoping, fingers crossed, if we win our sectional championship game tomorrow against Concord. By the way, shout out to that one. That's going to be a great game. We're going to be recording Mishawaka Game Day on Monday. Hopefully we're going to have that for you guys Thursday. We had a lot of fun doing it the first time, and it's going to be a lot of fun to do the second time too.
No doubt.
Yeah, and talking about Marian, I don't know if you mentioned this, but they are a fairly experienced team. They only have one freshman on their roster, and that's Kendall Bradley. They have a few seniors, but a very battle-tested team, I would say.
Yeah.
I mean, they lost some big scores, but they've had some people that have been there. They've been in big games, and their experienced lineup, very sharp contrast to Mishawaka, who is very, very unexperienced.
Yeah, that is true. I actually talked to Coach Blasco about their newcomers and some of their inexperience. I mean, they just have players that are still trying to learn. You know, he's trying to teach them as well as the rest of their coaching staff. It's going to take a season or more for these players to kind of get comfortable playing for a great program like this and getting adjusted to the sport. So definitely something we viewers want to take into consideration.
Yeah. And talking about Mishawaka, we got to clear this up before the game starts. One of Mishawaka's best players, Kasha David Ovick, came to us before the game and said that we have been pronouncing her name wrong for the better half of a year.
Yeah.
And we are so sorry to the David Ovick family out there watching our games. Extreme apology.
Especially since she is such a phenomenal player.
Exactly.
And we've called her name a lot because she deserves it.
Yeah.
But she also deserves for her name to be called correctly.
Absolutely.
So we're definitely going to make that adjustment and make sure we don't make that mistake again.
Yeah, and Daniel, I'm going to say right now, you can already start a tally for the amount of times I mess up on that. I was working on it pregame. David Ovick, it's two syllables, that's not 4.
Yeah.
So we're going to lock in on that tonight, but just big sorry for that. And if you guys have any names out there that we're pronouncing wrong, please let us know. We want to get it right. Let's get it corrected now.
Yes.
Rather than later.
Yeah, and if you are a diehard Mishawaka Network fan, you know our history with butchering names.
Yes.
So we got to make sure we're on top of that.
More of my history.
Yeah, I don't do it as much, but you know what, Brady, we're a package deal. We're a team.
Win as a team, lose as a team.
Yeah, exactly. So we're gonna definitely work on that. As Brady said, please let us know if we're butchering any more names. We want to get it right, especially since these phenomenal athletes do such a great job. We want to cover them correctly.
Yeah. Last time we were here at the Cave, we came up with a W against the Riley Wildcats by a score of 41-11. Holding the team to 11 points, no matter who you play, is pretty impressive. And Riley was playing some tenacious defense on their own. We ended up getting 40 points.
Yeah, man, that was definitely an interesting contest. I know there was a lot of steals rather than points, but it was, as you said, very aggressive defensively. Both teams actually played great defense. We saw that, and we saw some pretty good shot selection there. What we saw was a prime example of two teams having the first game effect, still having to get used to playing basketball at a competitive level.
Yeah, absolutely. And knocking out the rust. We talk about it all the time. We got to knock off the rust, and surely they do too. Marian losing big time to a school they probably shouldn't have. Maybe just knocking out the rust. So maybe expect a comeback here, but Mishawaka is definitely going to look to get that comeback. Third member of our crew, Luke Wagner, is down there on the sideline again. He's going to be keeping stats. Luke, what are your thoughts on this matchup?
Should be a good matchup. I think Mishawaka needs to come out firing quick here. We saw in the Riley game get off to a little bit of a slow start. I don't think that can happen here against Marian, a very tough opponent. And I just think that they need to get out here strong, calm and collected early, and get out to these early lead here.
Yeah, I totally agree. Thank you, Luke.
Yep.
Brady. Katie Baumgartner's here.
Daniel has just whispered in my ear that we have a former Caveman player in the building. Katie Baumgartner is here, ladies and gentlemen. If you guys didn't tune into our broadcast last year, Katie was one of our best players, and she kind of developed into a sort of a stretch big role. She was able to get a lot of rebounds, and she was able to stretch the floor with a three-pointer. So always great to have a former player back in the building, and especially such a quality one in Katie Baumgartner.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Nice to see her support her teammates and some of the freshmen or sophomore, any newcomers that she hasn't met. Always great for alumni to show support.
It looks like we're about to get the national anthem started here. But before we do that, let's tell you about the JV game. We did not broadcast a JV game, but feels like 2 times in a row. Almost every time I feel like we have a great JV game.
I agree.
Mishawaka got the W against Marian Knights with a score of 17-16. Some drama late. Yeah. Some fouling, a ton of turnovers. I mean, the team were having a lot of trouble holding on to the ball, but
definitely not the style of basketball you want to be playing on either side.
Yeah.
A pretty low-scoring game, as you said, 16-17. So, but Mishawaka ultimately came up with the win there.
Yes, we did. But I think we're getting ready to go for the national anthem. And we're getting closer to playing some ball. Running the camera work down on the court today is Allie
Nicewonger.
Yes, Allie Nicewonger. She's done a great job. She's been with the Mishawaka Network for a while, so definitely important to shout her out. As we mentioned, you can see our teacher, Dave Rendell, upper right hand corner of your screen. But we're getting ready for some lineup introductions here, starting with Marian. And the lights come back on, and we are getting ready to go. And something I noticed, Kasha David Obick is not getting the start tonight.
Yeah.
Very interesting move. I mean, maybe some something going on behind the scenes that we don't know about. But you guys heard it, starting lineup, pretty much the same, minus Kasha. But looks like Millie Mamalensi going to get the nod. She was very, very good in the last matchup. She showed flashes, got a couple open looks, didn't end up putting it in the hoop, but definitely showed flashes of greatness. But we're getting ready to go. Grace Matherly going to square off and lose it, but we got it. Holly Shine to Schaefer. Gets blocked. Shine has it. Back out to Mamalensi, to Brew. Matherly corner three. It's good. Cavemen start out strong.
And we see she got excited there.
Putting her hands up and everything. Nice, trying to make a move. Loses her dribble. To get down low. Try to go to reverse layup. No good. Another reverse air ball. Cavemen can't get on top of it. That was Madison Myers on those attempts.
Wow, how about that for
opening
play, opening possession? How about that?
Grace Matherly had a 3 last time. She finished with 7 points in the last game. Already got 3 just starting this game. Oh, deep 2 there by Fane Sete. The deep 2. Dying shot in basketball, but alive and well right there. Intercepted by the Marian Knights. Turnover by Schaefer. Now Sete again getting stolen by Mamalensi. And she's wide open. Gonna get the bucket to go. There's that speed we were talking about. Able to blow past her defenders. Opens court speed.
Back-to-back great possessions by the Cavemen.
Brew knocks out of bounds, almost had the interception. Myers gonna inbound. Got some movement here. Leaves it to her teammate in the corner. Down the block, defended by Matherly. Off the glass, no good. That was Samantha Gruber. Now Schaefer, get ready to run this offense. Wins it to Brew. Now back to Schaefer. Top of the key, 3. No good off the break. Rebound Marian. Eaton gonna run the offense here. Bounce pass. Tipped by Schaefer. Mamalensi again. Trying to make a move. One man to beat. Missed a layup. Had a good look there. And a travel called. So Mamalensi had a decent look there. A little bit of contact, but Definitely one that you would like to have finished. Myers inbounds it. That's Eaton having trouble getting away from Schaefer. Push it up to Sete. Gets an easy layup. And an early timeout here by Chad Blasco, and he's fired up. You don't see Coach Blasco get like this very often, so
no,
you can tell he's got high expectations for this team and for this game. But we're going to take a break, first break of the game. We'll be back with more of quarter number 1. Welcome back here. Mishawaka's going to get the ball coming out of the timeout. Lead by 1. Coming out firing. I mean, a sharp contrast to what we saw last game on Tuesday.
Yeah.
Also sharp contrast weather-wise. I mean, we had snow on the ground on Tuesday. Crazy to think that it's not that bad today. Caveman swinging it around, moving the ball. Defended by Eaton. Valenti looking for a shine down low. Gets blocked, but they call a foul.
So I'm seeing something a little different this game, Brady, as opposed to last game. We saw it a little bit in the second half of last game. Valenti very confident as a young freshman. And she's got the talent to back it up as well. Yeah,
that's the confidence is definitely right there. And so is Holly Shawn. Holly Shawn is at the line right now. And she misses that one. But she's been very active so far for this Caveman team. She's gotten the start 2 nights in a row. And she's been very active in the post. She took one shot last time out, and it was a 3. She ended up missing it, but she was very active on the defensive end.
Fortunately, comes up empty at the free throw line.
Eaton run the point here. She's off to McLenty. He picks up her dribble. Gets to Sete, gets blocked. And an open 3 in the corner, no good. Caveman caught a break. Schaefer bringing it up with some pace. Gets inside. Just a little bit short on the floater. That floater has become something she's become so good at. Rare you see her miss that one. Swing out to Sete in the corner, defended by Brew. And Brew forced the turnover. I brought it up briefly our last broadcast, but Brew, someone who I don't think gets the credit she deserves. She might not get it done as well as her senior counterparts in the scoring department, but she's a very, very valuable asset when it comes to defense, rebounding, and just overall court presence, in my opinion.
I would agree, Brady. I think her hustle stats are through the roof, and that's very, very important to take into consideration.
Oh, Matherly hits it off her defender's foot. It's going to stay with the Cavemen. Schaefer to inbound. It's to David Ovick. Save myself. Schaefer, corner 3. Contested. She gets fouled. It's going to be a 4-point play opportunity. Asia Schaefer starting off hot.
What a great start for the Cavemen.
I'm shocked she got that one off.
Yeah.
Had a hand right in her face.
I'm shocked she got it off too, Brady, but what I'm not shocked about is the result. Her making the shot.
Absolutely, yeah.
She's just that kind of player.
See if she can convert on the 4-point play.
And one thing I've noticed as she gets the 4-point play, I know this is, not super rare, but she's a left-handed player. She's left-handed. She shoots with her left hand.
She is. Sete gets it down to McLente, and that's going to be out of bounds. She was looking for Cindy McLente. Hits off her hands, out of bounds. Grace Matherly checks out. Samari Smith going to get her first minutes of the night.
Brady, I'm not going to make any comparisons, but as far as the left hand, who also shoots with their left hand? LeBron James. If you know, you know. If you listen,
if you know, you know. But I would say that's more accurate as Caveman turn it over. McLente running the offense. Swings it to her man in the corner. Having trouble. Shot no good. Almost an offensive rebound. They say last touch by White. Sete to inbound.
Sete having a good game so far, having all of Marian's 4 points despite the blocked shot and the traveling call.
Working hard here. Gruber picks it up, swings it out to her teammate. Deep two. That was McClente. No good. Schaefer. Ooh, thought about the three. This is down to David Ovick. Tips pass. Brew has it. David Ovick again. Ball movement. Cavemen aren't really getting anything going here, though. And Samari Smith throws it to no one. Intercepted by Marian.
Kind of a confusing pass there.
Not sure who she was going for. Maybe going for a Holly Shine, but she was nowhere to be found. Holly Shine right there gets the steal. Schaefer gonna push it up. Thought she was gonna pull it. Samari Smith trying to make a move. Schaefer takes it out to Brew for three. And in and out.
Talking about robbery.
Yeah, talking about Robbie. It was a good look. It was a good shot. The one thing wrong with it was just didn't go in.
Yeah, that's about it.
Number 5 for the Knights going to check in. That's Jordan Swanson. And McClente is going to take a seat.
McClente having a pretty good game recently. I think she's feeding her teammates pretty well.
I would agree. Eaton has it. Swings it to Myers. Schaefer keeps it in bounds. David Ovick going to have a chance. Goes to the right. No good. And they're going to say foul. Not sure they're going to give it to him. They're going to give that to Brew. Or no, they're going to give that to Schaefer. Sorry. I thought I saw a 2 and a 0. It was 2 twos. Schaefer defending on Eaton. Eaton blows past her. Sete for three. Contested air ball. Smith fighting for the rebound. Slams her to the ground.
A hard fall.
WWE style. I don't think that was intentional at all, but
at least she got up. At least she got up. That's what we like to see. Swanson taking the hard fall in the midst of a fight for a rebound with Samari Smith.
And we might be seeing the beginning of a scrappy game going on here.
I'm just glad she's okay. I'm glad she got up.
Glad she's okay. That was a tough throw down. I mean, Samari Smith obviously fighting for the ball. No malicious intent whatsoever, but Schaefer swings it to Smith, who goes for Shine, gets intercepted by Sete. Sete, one man to beat. I thought I heard some contact.
Yeah, no call.
Questionable no call. And Brew getting attacked by two Marian defenders, and we're already hearing it from the fans early.
I think you're right, Brady. This is something
this could be a chippy game.
Maybe a Warriors Grizzly type. Sorry for the NBA reference, but you know what I mean.
Yeah.
A scrappy basketball game for sure.
Mm-hmm. And as I mentioned pregame, Mishawaka is coming off a bad loss to Marian, 27-56, November 3rd of 2022. So they don't want to lose twice in a row. Obviously, Marian is one of Mishawaka's bigger rivals. Cannot lose twice in a row to a rival. Cannot happen. Holly Shawn going to check out. Grace Matterly checks in.
Brady, we were talking about ball security and how there wasn't much of that last game.
As you see it right there, but
yeah,
Marian keeps it.
Where I was originally going with that was Samari Smith starting off with 2 turnovers early on in the game, early on in the first quarter. Not what you want to see.
Eaton for 3. No good. Rebound Schaefer. Takes the pull-up 3. Gets it to go. Nothing but net. And fires the bow and arrow. That's her 7th point already. Oh, Gruber working down low gets fouled.
Way to draw the contact.
Very good take right there. I really like that approach.
Yeah.
Gruber. He's got a size advantage and a height advantage over every girl on the court right now, so why not use it? She knocks down the first free throw.
Brady, free throws are basically how it sounds. A free shot. You know, there's basically 3 points All you got to do is practice, have that muscle memory, and you got yourself 1, 2, maybe sometimes 3 free points.
And Fene Sete checks out for Zion Taylor. And she goes 2 for 2. So Gruber cashes in on the foul. Cuts the lead down to 6 with 2 minutes left to go in quarter number 1. Schaefer finds Mamalenti. Brew moves it down to David Ovick. Caven swinging the ball around, not doing much so far. Matherly down in the post, gets it swiped. And looks like, yeah, Gruber's going to fall on that one. Taylor handling it. Chad Blasco wants a travel call. Now Eden going to reset the offense. Moves out deep 2. Air ball, but a foul called.
Bradley with the attempt. Didn't get it to go.
Bradley took a high arching mid-range shot. No good. So Grace Matherly already has 2 fouls in this game.
Yeah.
So that'll be something interesting to watch. Bradley knocks down her first free throw.
Grace, a very impactful player for the Cavemen. Definitely don't want to see her having to go down because of foul trouble.
She stepped up last game and did a very, very good job. And what I would assume to be her first varsity start, she only had 8 varsity appearances last year, has filled in those shoes nicely of Leah Dawson. On a travel called. So Cavemen turning the ball over, inviting Marian back into this game.
Schaefer does not agree with that call.
Eden running the offense. Cavemen going to go with the double team, but Gruber gets down low, and Matherly rips it out. Oh, whistle blown. Who's that on?
It's going to be on 44.
It's going to be on Gruber. And Gruber is going to check out for number 11 for the Knights. That's Leah Swan. Gruber, very productive shift, I would say.
Yeah.
2 fouls, but has been a menace in the post so far. Schaefer swings it to Brew. Schaefer and Brew just kind of playing catch right now. David Ovick down low to Schaefer. Top of the key 3, no good. Rebound, no. Thought Grace Matherly was going to chase it down. Hits off her hand, out of bounds.
Going to be a Marian ball.
Eden run the offense, going to do the double team. Mamalenti almost intercepts it. Runs right into her. Myers. Chad Blasco is pleading his case here with the refs, and they're gonna say that is she gonna shoot too? Wow. Oh yeah, because they're in the bonus. A lot of fouls so far in this first quarter. I did not expect us to be here.
Nor did I, Brady.
Myers shooting 2 from the stripes. Knights are perfect so far, and they make it 5 for 5.
A quick shout out to one of our own teachers and coaching staff for the Mishawaka football team. Coach Caldroni is here.
Coach Caldroni in the building. Big Cat.
Big Cat.
Schaefer with the board. Pushing up with some pace. Runs into Eaton. Finishes with contact. Late whistle blown. She's going to the line. Knights might want to nip this one in the bud before this thing gets out of control. Asia Schaefer is hot. Got to find an answer. We've seen Schaefer. She can be on the court for a long time, and she gets a three-point play. Yeah, doesn't need a lot of rest, so she can be putting up some big numbers. She's going to be a problem for the Knights tonight. Eaton having trouble. David Ovick grips it away. Schaefer drives inside. Brew for 3. No good. Rebound Matherly. Getting to Mamalenti. Eaton has it. Bradley chase bound by Schaefer, but she gets the bucket. 14 seconds left to go. Cavemen looking for the last shot. Mamelensi has it. Goes to her right. Does not find success. Picks up her dribble to Matherly. Gets it intercepted. It's going out of bounds. Whistle blown. Assuming that's going to be on Taylor. Yeah, that'll be on Zion Taylor. And the Cavemen are shooting too. Grace has 3 points already. She had the first bucket of the game, the corner three. She converts the first one. Daniel, if I'm being honest, we have down in our notes for Grace Matherly, certified dog.
We do. Typed it up the other day, and I still stand by it.
I completely agree. Matherly is a dog. Knight's going to try to get the last shot. Not sure what that was. But very good quarter for the Cavemen. Cavemen lead by 6. Score is 17-11. I think we're going to be in this for a long night.
Yeah, I think. I mean, I agree, Brady. I'm loving what I see so far. Definitely a different situation than we saw 2 nights ago. Yeah,
and I don't know if you guys have been able to hear so far, but we got the cheerleaders in the building tonight. Cheerleaders in the building tonight doing a little cheer in front of our student section. Always great to have them out. And also, when we have students in the building, it just makes it so much better. And Marian also has their cheerleaders out. Always fun to see for any sporting event, really. We got about 30 seconds left in this quarter break. Let's see if we can get down to Luke Wagner quickly. Luke, what are your thoughts on this quarter so far?
Yeah, Brady, it's been good. I talked about pregame about getting off to a hot start, and Mishawaka has been able to do that so far today. Just being able to get down in transition, get easy buckets. Asia Schaefer with a couple huge threes there. We've been able to hit down our free throw shots when we get to the line, and I think that this is going to be a hard-fought game. It's a nail-biter, but should be a fun one.
Thank you, Luke.
Thank you.
That's Luke Wagner. Always good to hear from him. But we are getting ready for quarter number 2. Buzzer sounds. This is going to be a great game. I don't want to jinx it. I don't want either team to pull away necessarily yet. I'm in this one for a close game.
Yeah, I agree, Brady. I'm hoping it is a close game. I was looking forward to this matchup all week, and it's delivering so far.
Yeah, definitely one we have circled on our calendar. The next game we have circled on our calendar is going to be November 7th versus John Glenn. And then after that, we're going to go on the road versus LaPorte, so definitely want to follow both those games. David Ovick swings it out to Shine. Deep 2. No good. Shine going to get it back, though. Finds Schaefer for 3. In and out. With the Cavemen fighting for the board. Schaefer gets it. Going to go up and gets it to go. Knights having a hard time corralling that rebound. Leads to an easy Mishawaka bucket.
Aisha putting on a scoring clinic in the Cave right now.
Absolutely. Bradley trying to find her teammate, gets intercepted. Oh, but Shine gets it taken away from her. Fade away, and yeah, they're going to call travel. Footwork was a little messed up. That was Leah Swan.
Yeah.
Trying to go with a little LBJ step back there. No good. Substitution for the Knights. Teresa Reynolds going to check in. And number 15, Kendall Bradley, takes a seat.
As we see that replay, Asia Schaefer, yet another contested bucket from earlier.
David Ovick swings it to Schaefer. Matherly, inside shot, it's good. Grace Matherly. Maybe not a name you knew coming into the year, but definitely one that you want to know now. Holly Shine is putting on a defensive show right now. She has steals on multiple possessions. Asia Schaefer, pull-up 3. Gets it to go with a little English shooter's touch right there.
How about
that? And she is red hot. 15 points, 6 minutes 45 to go in the second quarter. Wow.
Wow, is right, Brady. I mean, that's extremely impressive.
Extremely impressive. We got about a minute. This is going to be a minute timeout, so we're going to take a break and we'll be back with more quarter number 2.
Some people see a huddle in the locker room. We see a second classroom. Some see a student athlete on the court. We see a future leader in the community. You see, high school sports in Indiana are special. That's because they're about learning and growing, not just winning and losing. Fans, I'm Commissioner Paul Neidig. Support education-based athletics in Indiana by buying a ticket to your high school's next athletic event.
Welcome back to the Cave. We've got about 15 seconds left in this timeout as you hear the buzzer sounds. We talked about the upcoming games for Mishawaka, but for all you Mishawaka Marian fans out there, in case you guys didn't know, you guys will be playing Plymouth November 7th at your place, then going on the road to the formidable South Bend, Washington to play them, and then back at home November 14th against Maryville. So not a friendly schedule here for the Knights.
Not at all.
So going to be a big game for them. Dropping 0-2 in that stretch is going to be tough.
Definitely going to be a series of tough contests for them, Brady, but as I'm seeing so far, they're a pretty decent team, you know. Maybe they'll hold their own.
Yeah, we shall see. They're trailing by 13 right now. Inbound to McClenty. For Myers.
Swatted by David Ovick.
Having trouble getting the pass off. Now Shine, who's had a great defensive night. Sete, no good.
Swat again.
David Ovick with the block. But Reynolds falls on it.
David Ovick had 3 defensive swats just in that possession alone. Some aggressive defense by number 21.
Absolutely. Every night in, night out, we see that.
Yes, we do.
So I still don't get the move to bench David Ovick in this one.
Yeah.
I mean, to start the game.
Not quite sure.
Once again, as that one's going to go off Shine's hands, out of bounds. Yeah, it could have been something behind the scenes. It could be a grades thing. Who knows? But Cash is clearly one of the best players on the floor whenever she's out there. Oh, gets it down low. No good. Almost gets the offensive rebound. Cayman are fighting for it. Sete, deep 2. No good off the brick. Rebound, Mamalenti. She has Schaefer, but not sure if she was throwing it to. Maybe led her too far. Thank goodness David Ovick's there. Matherly in traffic there. Now Sete going to take it up for the Knights. Sete gets it back. Stolen by David Ovick. Mamalenti almost picks it up. Now she does pick it up. This is the David Ovick. Tries for the deep 2, gets fouled. Ref says on the floor. Schaefer going to inbound here. And Addison Bruchek's back in for Grace Matherly. Schaefer to David Ovick. No good. That same play has been very successful for them in the past, but unsuccessful right there as a running shot is no good. Fought for by Mamalenti and Sete, but possession arrow goes to the Knights. Yeah, not sure what that shot was. That was number 20 for the Knights, Teresa Reynolds. Substitution here. Number 10, Liv Eaton, going to sub in for Reynolds.
I just want to take a second to give Mamalenti her flowers once again. Very scrappy, young, and confident freshman.
Absolutely. Sete, deep 2, no good. Moves it out to Eaton, catch and shoot, short. Another rebound by Marian. Sete, once again, no good. Finally, Caban pulled down the board. Oh, Schaefer had Mamalenti down the court. Doesn't take her. Brew top of the key, swings it to Schaefer. Davidovic down the block. Trying to make moves on Groover. Schaefer blows past her man. Mid-range. And it's pure.
Wow. 17 points so far in the half. Still a little under 5 minutes left to play in the second.
Intercepted by Mamalenti. There's no one back there. She can take her time. Easy, easy layup. Cavemen are rolling right now. 17-point lead with 4 minutes 42 left to go. AJ Schaefer, I was going to make a comment before we got that steal. Some players like that, when you're that hot, you hear heat check. You chuck up a bad shot, and I was kind of expecting that. She had a hand in her face, but pumped it, faked it, got the mid-range, ended up scoring the bucket. I mean, she's a very, very disciplined player, and it's a lot of fun watching her play. And
I can see the passion as she's playing. Everybody here can feel it. She's an extremely incredible player, and it's a pleasure to watch her play. And as well as the entire team. I mean, the Mishawaka Cavemen are playing very, very well tonight.
Yeah, right now, I mean, I'll tell you right now, this half has been a lot more fun to watch than the first half of last game. It was a score of 16-1, believe it or not, going into the halftime. But we still got a lot of time left to go in the second quarter, and it's 28-11 in favor of Mishawaka. So we're feeling good right now. But the Knights, definitely do not count them out. They are a good team. They are battle-tested. Cannot fall asleep right here for the Cavemen. Eaton almost gets intercepted, looking for Myers. Finds Sete. He gets it to Gruber, down low. Fight for position. David Ovick gets the rebound. Schaefer pushing it up. Finds Mamalenti. She was open. Doesn't take it. Schaefer takes it back across half court again. Smith gets double teamed. Step back. David Ovick down low. Off the glass, no good. Rebound Gruber. David Ovick struggling so far. Then stifled. Good pass down to Gruber. Makes the extra pass to Sete. Gruber again, offensive board, blocked by Brew. Sete's going to try to save it. They're going to say last touch by who? Last touch by... They're going to say last touch by Mishawaka.
Wow.
Coach Flasco is not happy with that.
Definitely not.
And the fans are already getting involved here. Myers going to inbound here. Finds her man McClente. She's back in the game. Deep at top of the key. Tipped by Schaefer. Mamalenti finds David Ovick. Who gets down there and misses another layup. She had Mamalenti if she would have just made the extra pass, but goes up for it. Kasha David Ovick, 1 foul, 0 points so far in this game, but fully expect her to get going eventually.
Completely agree, yeah. It's definitely what we're expecting, especially with a player of her caliber. She's definitely going to get something going soon.
Just take some time. As we saw with AJ Schaefer last game, she had a rough first half, exploded in the second half with a couple big threes.
That explosion has led to a pretty great showing this first half.
Gruber gets the offensive board. Now McClente has it back down to Gruber, and she gets the bucket this time. So Gruber is looking like the first option down on the offensive end for the Marian Knights. They know they have that size mismatch, and they're exposing it. Whistle blowing, going to be a timeout for the Marian Knights.
Timeout for the Cavemen, actually.
Oh, time for the Cavemen.
Yeah, basketball timeout.
I would have thought that would have been a Marian timeout, but yeah, Cavemen are up by 15 right now. Let's see if we can get a word from our sideline reporter, Luke Wagner. Luke, the Marian Knights are clearly out-rebounding the Cavemen so far in this game. So how does that happen?
Marian has just gone up with two hands. They grabbed the ball, brought it down, and that's what's considered a rebound. Marian has done more of that than Mishawaka has. It really, the score doesn't speak justice to what Marian has done on the offensive rebounds. Our interior defense has been able to shut them down for the offensive rebounds and been able to kick it out to guards for fast break transitions for numbers.
All right, thank you, Luke.
Yep.
You heard it here first. When you go up, the ball hits the rim, you grab it with two hands, you bring it down. That's what's considered a rebound. And Marian's clearly gotten more of those than Mishawaka. They're dominating the offensive rebound game right now. And that hasn't exactly translated to the scoreboard, but at some point in time, that's going to wear down the Caven. And Gruber's going to start getting going. She's going to make those layups. Caven might be in trouble.
Yeah, as we saw a shot of the Caven huddle. Shout out to our sideline reporter again, Ellie Nicewanger. Thank you for getting us that. Wonder what Coach Blasco was talking about there. And, I don't know what there is to talk about as far as improvements, considering they're up by 15, but you never know. Coach Blasco's definitely has a lot of knowledge of the game. So
yeah, you saw me. I was a little confused that the Cavemen would take a timeout. We're doing pretty good right now. Mamelensi threads the needle, but it gets blocked. Shine was the one who had her shot blocked. Myers has it to McClente. He's past her man, working inside. Back out to Myers. He puts it on the floor, driving inside. Stolen. Oh, they're going to say out of bounds. Brew almost had the steal.
Almost. Smith almost had the recovery, but fortunately, it's going to land out of bounds.
Grace Matherly going to check in. Looks like for Holly Shine. Once again, Holly Shine, I want to give her flowers. She hasn't, I don't think she's scored yet this year, but
Not yet.
she has been a defensive pest.
She
has
has.
had a couple of big steals, a couple of big blocks, and she's making a big impact on the scoreboard, or on the game, not necessarily the scoreboard. Floater by Sete, no good. Rebound Brew. Schaefer running the offense. Switches out to Mamelensi. Now back to Brew. Smith in the corner. Schaefer's open. Finds her. Back to Brew. Deep three. No good. Whoa, did not think she was going to take that one.
I didn't either.
Sete running it. McClente. Cross-court pass. Back to Eaton. Now back to Myers, who blows past Brew. Gets inside. No good. Schaefer with the rebound. Schaefer finds McClente, who fakes it. Schaefer, pick. No good.
Haven't been a lot of misses behind that line for Schaefer.
Travel
Brady.
called. David Ovik looks like she's going to check back in for Addison Brew. No, Addison, she's just going to inbound. And Samari Smith, the one that's checking out. Yeah, Addison Brew usually doesn't take those deep threes.
Yeah.
I was surprised she took that.
Kind of hoping it was going to fall, but
I was hoping it was going to fall too. Schaefer, working on Eaton, takes that screen from David Ovik, but she can't necessarily handle the pass. Now Matherly's fighting for it, and she ends up on the floor. And there's that certified dog fighting for that ball. Ends up being a jump ball, but
you know what, Brady? I should have just added the puppy emoji.
yeah, certified
next to
dog. Love to see it from our very young caveman player.
Scratch that. Scratch puppy emoji. That's a dog emoji. 'Cause that's what she is.
Dog emoji. Brew handling it, finds Schaefer. Brew top of the key. Back to Schaefer. They're playing catch right now. Back to David Ovik on the block inside from free throw range. She gets it to go. Her first points of the game. Came up to a big lead. Just over a minute left to go. Myers has it. Loving this caveman half-court press right now. David Ovik tips it away. Schaefer going to get a chance on the breakaway, defended by McClente. Left-handed layup, gets it to go. That's Schaefer's 19th point of the game. Eaton finds Myers, who gets it picked away, but has a teammate right there. Sete gets driving, blocked by Matherly. Matherly was just sitting down there waiting for her to challenge her. And so coming up with a block.
And
we brought it up like 4 times, but certified dog could just not be more accurate.
Well, there you
for
go.
Grace Matherly.
And what was the reaction, Brady? Nothing.
Nothing.
All business.
All business. Eaton for 3. No good. That would have been a big shot. Gruber with the offensive board. It's to Matherly. I think she was trying to hit it off Matherly's
Yeah, I
leg,
think so too.
but she just caught it. Glasgow saying, take your time. Calling X. And Malenti has it, swings to the Schaefer. Top of the key. Might have been some contact, but no call. Awkward shot. 7.4 left on the clock.
He's going to take it down the court for the night.
Running out of time. Got to get a shot up. They're not going to get it off in time.
No, they're not.
Oh, man. Got to know how much time is left on the clock. Cavemen have all the momentum headed into halftime. Score is 32-13 in favor of Mishawaka. Let's see Luke Wagner. Luke, you've been keeping score the majority of the game. got any numbers that you want to share with us?
Yeah, I'll throw out some numbers here. Asia Schaefer has hit her last 4 2-pointers. I mean, that's really impressive. She's hit 3 3-pointers today. Definitely the star of the show here for Mishawaka in this one so far. She also has 2 free throws, which, in my opinion, are just as important as those points are. Grace Matherly, again, you guys said, certified dog. 2 free throws as well, with also a 3 and another 2-pointer. Always some great stuff there. And then another one is Holly Shine. Not in the point category, but just defensively. I know that you guys said that she's done really good guarding the paint, and that really is true. As she's done very good down here in the paint, especially with those offensive rebounds that Marian has gotten. She's really been able to steal the ball, and she just hustles down in the paint, really.
Yeah, she's done a great job in that. Thank you, Luke.
Yep.
And while we got some time during halftime, we just like to take a quick moment to acknowledge the passing of legendary Indiana basketball head coach Bob Knight. He passed away, I believe it was yesterday.
Yeah.
Passed away peacefully, surrounded by family. So condolences to the Knight family, and definitely a tough loss for Indiana basketball. I mean, just basketball as a whole.
Yeah.
Absolute legend, Bob Knight. He had 902 wins total, and that puts him 5th all-time in NCAA. 3 national championships, 5 Final Four appearances, and 11 Big Ten titles in his tenure at Indiana. Just an absolute legend, and super sad to see him go.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, how about that for a resume? Certainly a legend, and again, sad to see him go. Just one of those guys that's larger than life, and definitely a huge figure in the sport of basketball.
Yeah. But before the game, Daniel, we both found some quotes from Bob Knight that we both like to share. My favorite quote that I found from him is he said, "Everybody hears, but few listen." I really like that. I mean, it's just true. I mean, you can hear what people are saying all the time, but it takes a real leader, like a real good basketball player, to really absorb what they're saying and listen and take the advice. And Bob Knight, obviously a hard coach. I'm sure he was giving out a lot of advice during his times. But it took the tough players for him to actually take that criticism and listen. I mean, everyone obviously hears what he says. He talks very loud.
Yes.
But it takes a tough player to listen and absorb that knowledge. So I really like that quote, and it applies to a lot of different things.
Yeah, I agree, Brad. It's a great quote. And another quote that I found, actually, Bob Knight says, probably one of my favorites is, "Failure to me is not having the desire to try. Having the desire to try is, in its own way, a success." And I think that's very important, especially in any sport, but in sport of basketball especially. We're talking about Mamalenti and her confidence. The fact that she's willing to go up there every time, no matter her size, no matter her age, and try to make something happen, and she's got to go a few times. Just being able to try is a success. If you have that confidence to go and shoot your shot, quick shout out to the Wayne Gretzky quote. Wayne Gretzky is a great one. You miss 100% of the shots you don't take. It's very important to be able to try.
Yeah, absolutely. But we got about 6 minutes, 30 seconds left in this halftime. So we're going to take a break. We'll be back with quarter number 3. Mishawaka leads Mishawaka Marian by a score of 34-13.
Some see a student athlete working hard in the weight room. We see a future leader learning there are no shortcuts to success. Some see a start to a swim meet. We see the starting blocks for life. Proud to keep education in front of athletics since 1903. Some see a student athlete working on a shot. We see a powerful lesson in persistence. Some see a student preparing for success on an exam. We see a student athlete preparing for success in life. Proud to keep education in front of athletics since 1903.
At Indiana Farm Bureau Insurance, we're not just good at insurance. We're good at Emma and Jake's just baby-proof their 2-bedroom bungalow to prepare for baby number 1 insurance. We're good at Madeline and Chance's just gave in and became minivan people to make room for baby number 2 insurance. And we're good at Gabby and Nate's just moved to a house with a bigger backyard to welcome fur baby number 3 insurance. Start with Indiana Farm Bureau Insurance and stop knocking on wood.
At Indiana Farm Bureau Insurance, we're not just good at insurance. We're good at Matt's 1-car, 2-bedroom apartment with a home office/home gym insurance.
We're good at Nick's SUV and farmhouse with a remodeled kitchen/art gallery insurance.
And we're good at the Wilbur suburban home with the 2-car garage/rehearsal space insurance.
Have you seen my hockey socks?
Have you checked your sock drawer?
Start with Indiana Farm Bureau Insurance and stop knocking on wood.
Hello, Mishawaka fans. This is Superintendent Stevens here to tell you about our Mishawaka Parent Group. The MPG has the purpose of promoting partnerships with parents, teachers, school administration, and the community to enhance the educational environment for Mishawaka schools. Our parent group partners with Mishawaka Athletics to put on elementary sports, and they're always looking for volunteers to help with high school football game concessions. If you'd like to join or volunteer, feel free to email mishawakaparentgroup@gmail.com.
Welcome back to the cave here. Got about 3.5 minutes left. As you can see, we got our very own Luke Wagner up there in the bird's nest. Luke, got something to share with us?
Yeah, Brady, I'm just up here admiring the cave court over here. I mean, it's looking really nice. This off season in the summer here, I got a fresh new coat of paint. I mean, it's looking really nice over here. You know, we got the scoreboard stuff over here. If you come over here, we can see all the banners of the volleyball team over this way. You know, just some state championships, some finalists, some semi-state, some runner-up. You know, just a lot of success for the volleyball team over here. And while I'm at it, might as well just read off some stats because that's always fun. So here we have lead scorer Asia Schaefer getting off to a very, very hot start, 19 points. That's just impressive in the first half. And then our second leading scorer is Grace Matherly with 7. Another key addition to the lead that we have built here, 32-13. Mishawaka came out strong, came out hot, and looking to close this one out here.
Thank you, Luke.
Yep.
It was really cool to get that interview on the bird's nest. I mean, bird's nest where the legendary Ron Hecklinsing and Brian Miller do their broadcast during the boys season. So definitely cool to get that interview, change things up a little bit. But let's talk about that first half. Caven came out guns a-blazing with that Grace Matherly corner 3 and really did not look back. It was close for a little bit, but Marian has struggled to score the ball, only 13 points.
Yeah, I agree, Brady. So, as you said, we started off hot. First possession of the game, Grace Matherly, corner 3. She got extremely excited. We could see the excitement on her face, waving her arms up. The teammates were excited. The bench was excited. So, definitely a great start, and we just didn't stop from there. I mean, we had a few turnovers, some defensive letdowns, but other than that, we've been great. Explosive on both ends of the ball, or both ends of the court, I should say. Asia Schaefer having a phenomenal game, 19 points so far. Kasha kind of being held a little bit more than we thought she was going to, only having 2 points today. And Grace already with a few blocks, 7 points in the game, and Millie Mamalenti, the scrappy freshman, with 4 already.
Yeah, so the Cavemen young players, this young team, is looking pretty good right now against a team that is battle-tested, an older team. So, I mean, to be honest, it's not what I expected to be, at least at half, Cavemen up this big.
Yeah.
I expect this to be the close game, especially after the first quarter, but we're getting closer to game time, and here in the second half. Mishawaka, I expect more of the same. I have no idea what Coach Blasto was talking about in the locker room. Probably just more of the same. I mean, the only thing that Mishawaka could be doing better is rebounding. Obviously, when you have a girl like Gruber down there, number 44, who just has better size than you, better height than you, it's going to be hard to out-rebound them. But if we're able to box out players and get some more rebounds on the board, I think that's just going to help us extend our lead and be able to close this one out.
Yeah, I agree, Brady. And speaking of the Marian side, number 44, she has 4 points in the game. As you said, a lot of boards. She's been battling a lot down on the block. As far as their other scores, Fanny said that she has four points, but she's taking a lot of shots. She's taking around, I believe, 12 shots so far in this contest. Kendall Bradley has 4 in the game, and Madison Myers has 1. Another person that's been taking a lot of their Marian shots is Lilith Eden, but she has yet to score.
Yeah, Eden is she's gotten a lot of minutes. She's been running the offense a few times. A couple different people running the offense for the Knights, but we'll see what this new Marian head coach has to do. He's a first-year coach, Mike Bauer. We asked him before the game the best in general knowledge about the players, and he was just like, I don't really know them that well. We were asking for nicknames, if there's anything else we can call the players. He wasn't really sure, so he's very unexperienced with this group, as would be expected for a season. Yeah, starting 0-1, do not want to fall into an 0-2 hole, especially after those games that they're going to have coming up. Brew fakes it to Schaefer, and we are off here in the second half. Brew in the perimeter. Looking for Matherly at the free throw line. They're going to call travel.
Interesting call.
I'm not sure.
I don't know if I
agree with that. But ref had the better angle. Eaton passes it up to Myers. He finds intercepts by Malenti. Cross-court pass to Davidovic. Wide open layup. She missed it. Oh, man. Oh, wow. She is not herself right now.
Not at all. And we can tell she's a little frustrated with herself, but she's going to try to keep her composure and stay calm, keep the game going.
I mean, probably 19 out of 20 times she's going to make that shot. And we just saw the one. Mimolenti gets a steal. That's her second of this half already. Schaefer inside. Mid-range, it's pure. Schaefer has been getting done everywhere. Inside, from three-point line, mid-range, you name it. Free throw line, she's been good. Oh, Gruber's down there all alone. Matherly got off her assignment, leads to the easy bucket. Schaefer running things here. Looking for Davidovic. Schaefer to Mamolenti. Getting a screen from Brew. Turns around. Picks up her dribble. He's up to Addy. Screen from Matherly. Her task is tipped. Oh, my God. Schaefer for three. No good. Davidovic fighting for the board. Marian's going to save it. Might end up hurting him. Schaefer for three. She's not going to miss twice. Bad bet there by the Knights. They kept that ball in and ended up paying for it.
Brady, she has 24 points, and we just started the third quarter. As we have a turnover here.
No, I think it's going to stay. Yeah, it's going to stay with the Knights.
Yep.
But yeah, Aisha Schaefer is on a scoring rampage right now. 24 points already. Yeah, and giving her two opportunities from the three-point line is just a bad idea in one possession. She's going to knock at least one of them down. Schaefer bounces it to Brew. Brew. The line gets to Davidovic. Oh, my gosh. Deep three by Brew, no good. That's the second time. Schaefer, good rebound. Fighting for it, no good. Schaefer got up high for that board.
Yeah.
I mentioned we're going to have to fight for some boards over Gruber. Gruber has 2 inches over the tallest K-Man player who is catching Davidovic. She stands at 5'9". Gruber stands at 5'11".
That height definitely works in her favor, and she's been using that a lot today.
Number 23 for the Knights, Patty Lockhart, getting her first minutes of the night. Schaefer in the corner for three. And it's good. I mean, what else is new? She has 27.
And so it continues.
Her second three of the half already. Sete gets inside. Rebound, Schaefer. Foul called. I'm not sure if you record that as a rebound, but, I mean, might be creeping into triple-double territory.
What'd you say earlier about the definition of a rebound?
Right there, yeah. Fighting for the boards.
Yeah.
They have a height disadvantage. They're going to have to get up high, and Schaefer's a perfect player for that.
Caught the ball off the rim, landed on 2 feet.
Pulled it down.
Yeah.
Considered a rebound. Schaefer takes it up. He's going to slow down. Memalensi has it on the perimeter. Gets a handoff. Oh, fake handoff. Brew runs right into Gruber.
No call.
Oh, my gosh.
No contact.
Ran into a brick wall. Working down there in the post. No good. David Ovick slows it down. That was Lockhart on that drive there. She was quick.
She was.
Memalensi had a wide open three, doesn't take it. Holly Shine deep two. No good. But she's fighting for her own board. Jump ball. Looks like it's going to go Marian's way.
Shine, a newcomer, as we talked about many times before. She's a sophomore. It's her first year playing basketball for Mishawaka. She's really just trying to get that first point, trying to get it out of the way, and move on to many more points scored to come.
Yeah, Patty Lockhart did not get that bucket last time, but she looked good on that drive. So maybe we see more of her as Fane Sete gets that one. Knights are still down big, and I need a lot more where that came from. And Memalensi working on Sete. Oh, almost gets it stolen by Lockhart. Whistle blown. Going to be a timeout by Chad Blasco. So where has Lockhart been this whole game? She's coming in and already making a difference. The senior guard sitting at 5'5".
Very aggressive.
With a good drive and was what was going to be a steal before the timeout.
Yeah.
Yeah, so Knights are, like I mentioned, are already down early. We can see the cheerleaders right there cheering on the fans. We kind of lost a bit of our students, which is sad because this is a good game. We're on track to come out with a win, but still got a long ways to go. But good to get some noise. I mean, I'm feeling the school spirit right now.
I'm feeling
I don't know
it too.
about you.
I'm feeling it too, Brady. It's nice to have the cheerleaders out here. Pretty soon we'll have the pep band, which will be even more electric because they get excited, they get it going, and once the pep band comes, we know more students follow.
Absolutely. Came break the huddle. Let's see what Coach Blasco has drawn up for this possession. Brew gets it to Schaefer. Coach Blasco telling him to slow down. David Ovick has it at the free throw line. Hands out off to Schaefer. Brew for three. No good. Rebound David Ovick. Schaefer, mid-range, no good. Comes up short. Brew fighting for the board. That's going to save Mishawaka. Bruce has had a couple chances from beyond the stripe so far in this game. Hasn't come up with any of them, but definitely not afraid to take that shot.
Nor should she be. We've seen her make those a few times before.
Memalensi working on Lockhart. Shine, deep two. No good. Oh, good move there by Sete. Trying to go coast to coast here. And she does it.
Wow.
Woo. Good drive there by the Marian Knights point guard. Here's Schaefer working on her man. She gets her own rebound and gets the bucket. He is 1 point away from a 30 bomb. Myers blows past her man. They're going to wave out the bucket, and yeah, she traveled. It was a good drive by Myers, maybe a bit too good, because she took an extra step. Grace Matherly going to check in. And so is Samari Smith. Myers takes a seat for the Knights. And number 5, Jordan Swanson, get back in the game. Schaefer working on Ethan. Schaefer inside, tough shot. Kind of off kilter there. Eaton can take it up. Working fast, Schaefer defending. Lockhart for three. Whoa, too strong on that one. Madley fighting for the board. Oh, they're going to call a jump ball. I thought Madley might have came up with that one, but Mishawaka gets the possession anyways. Number 42 for the Cavemen going to check in here. Once again, we don't have a number 42 on our roster, but we saw her last time.
We did. Her name, I believe so, based on her JV number, is Meryl Farn.
Always good to see her get some minutes. Oh, good fake there by Valenti. Gets it to Brew. Natalie, fade away. So it's going to go with the Knights. But what a flashing pass there by Valenti.
Yeah.
Faked the defense. Got the little thread the needle bounce pass in there.
That was nice.
I get really excited over plays that don't result in points, in case you don't notice.
Yeah, I've noticed.
Lockhart for three, no good. Rebound, Gruber, foul. Gruber went perfect from the line last time. Gruber's had a good night so far.
Yeah, very impactful. Despite her only first 6, now 7 points, including that free throw, she's had a lot of very key rebounds and amazing defensive play so far.
Zion Taylor's going to check in. And Fane Sete going to check out. And she's, I thought she was going to go to the locker room for a second. False alarm. Gruber knocks down both. Knights still down big. Running out of time here. And Valenti searching for her first points in a while. Samari Smith, she might get it, but that gets tipped by Gruber. And they're fighting for him. And Valenti gets all of her travel. Eaton taking it up. Gruber finds an open man beyond the perimeter, gets it to go.
Swanson with the 3.
Swanson, big time three-pointer. Cuts the lead down to 19, but if they're going to want to make a comeback, that's something to build off of. Valenti, good pass there to Samari Smith. Working inside, and gets it stolen. Eaton, big takeaway there. But she gets it swiped away. But yeah, that's going to stay with Blue. David Owe going to check back in.
Farn's going to check out.
Fane Sete checks back in. So Cashel's only got 1 point tonight, or excuse me, 2 points tonight. Not what we expected, but still got time to get going. Contested 3 by Eaton, and she gets it to go. So, watch out. Here come the Knights.
They may be looking to storm back, Brady, maybe.
And a timeout called. So for the once in a while, Knights have some momentum going into the timeout.
Yeah.
Third member of our crew, Luke Wagner. What's been the key to this Marian Knights momentum swing?
It just really getting steals on the defensive end and running in transition. They've been able to hit a couple threes here recently. Gruber hit a couple of free throws. But the defensive end is really just where it really started for Marian here lately.
Thank you, Luke.
Yep.
Got about 30 seconds left in this timeout. Yeah, Knights, they're just knocking down shots. I mean, some good defense by the Cavemen, but not much you can do when you got a hand in someone's face and they just make the shot. At the end of the day, the goal of basketball is just put the ball in the hoop more times than the opposing team.
Yep,
and right now, Knights are just putting the ball in the hole.
Yeah, they are, but they're not putting the ball in the hoop more than the Cavemen have all game.
No, not yet.
But you never know. Anything can happen.
Yeah, who knows? They definitely got the momentum right now. David are going to need to lock in to close this one out. They got a strong group out right now. Valenti, Schaefer, David Ovick, Brew, and Matterly. This was what I thought the starting lineup was going to be.
Yeah.
But Shine got the nod. Shine, again, having a good game. Still looking for that elusive first point, but she's been very impactful in other ways.
Yes, she has.
Schaefer. It's Valenti. Trying to work on something. Spin move. Madley has it in the corner. Schaefer deep in a beats the 3-point. Now David Ovick. Power dribble gets fouled. Lockhart. The contact. David Ovick gets sent to the line.
Kasha attempting to convert her third and fourth point of the game.
Gets that one to go.
So she's got the third.
So Gruber going to check back in. Yeah, Lockhart going to take a seat. Cash had 14 points last game, just 4 so far tonight. That one doesn't fall. The K-Men still lead it by a sizable margin, but nice with a lot of momentum. Taylor working inside, no good. Rebound Gruber. Contact, she's going to get it in one chance. The offensive rebounds have been a struggle for Mishawaka when Gruber is on the court. And she has a chance to cut this down to a 13-point lead.
And following that electrifying play was an electrifying jolt of life on the Knight bench.
And Gruber is perfect from the line so far. I don't want to jinx her. But she has not missed yet. Here she goes. She remains perfect. Finishes the 3-point play. And 20 seconds left to go in the third quarter.
Maybe the announcer curse is broken now.
Maybe. Asia Schaefer gets a screen from David Ovick. Gets her on the pick and roll. Back to Memalensi. Deep 2. Way too strong. Matherly. Contact. Finishes. So 4 seconds left to go. Gonna need to get something. Tipped by Schaefer. Goes out of bounds with 0.3 seconds left. So no real chance at anything unless they want to do an alley-oop, dunk, or something.
Yeah.
I don't know if anyone can do that on the court right now, but it'd be pretty cool. Not sure. That's from something. Yeah, Gruber just takes it. They're going to take it to the end of the third quarter. Cavemen are down. Cavemen up by 15. Knights chasing 15, but definitely an improvement from the first half here in the third quarter.
No doubt about it. They've definitely been finding their teammates a lot better, and just doing a lot of things right. The Knights are, and I can tell that the fans are a little bit more active. I can tell the bench is a little bit more active, and they're feeling pretty good about themselves right now.
Absolutely. Luke Wagner down there on the court. What are your thoughts?
Well, pregame, I was talking with you guys. Some may know this quote, but if you don't, shout out LeBron James. I was talking with my friends, and I said, Asia Schaefer might as well go for 20. When she got to 20, might as well have gone for 30.
Did you know why you said it?
Asia Schaefer is just a dog. I mean, she's really just that good, you know.
I love LeBron quotes. The GOAT. Yeah, thank you, Luke.
Yep.
Luke coming out here with LeBron quotes. If you don't get the reference, LeBron supposedly predicted Kobe's explosive 81-point game. He said before the game he told his friends he was going to score 70, which is just a blatant lie.
Yeah.
I don't know why he said that, but I don't think Luke was lying. I believe him.
Anyway, moving on from NBA topic. Always great to hear from our third member of our crew, Luke Wagner. Luke, thank you.
Well, we're getting ready here. Buzzer sounds. Cavemen up by 15, but Knights did a lot of things right in that third quarter. A lot of stuff to build off of. Let's see what Coach Bauer has planned for us in the fourth quarter. We're trying to find someone. Schaefer intercepts it. No, Gruber able to hold on to it. Just barely, though. Knights going to get inside. Madley swats that away. All ball. Oh, off the back of David Hovick. Three-pointer Eaton. No good. Would have loved that one, Gruber. Fighting for the offensive board and gets it. Eaton. Back to Bradley. Guarded by Matherly. Eaton swings it across. Intercepted by Memalensi. Reynolds defending there. David Ovick. Pat to the hoop. No good. Gruber has it. Gets it to Eaton. Pushing the offense. Defended by Schaefer. Oh, I think that's going to be a whistle blown and a foul called on Grace Madley. I think that's a blocking foul. So Knight's going to do a little inbound play here. Reynolds has it. Knocked away by Schaefer. And she's blowing past him. Trips up the defender. With contact. Can't get the finish. But she's going to the line.
Schaefer, she wants that 30-piece. I can tell. She wasn't looking for any teammates. She's looking to take that up for herself.
And she's going to get a chance here.
Yeah, she's
got to make one of two to get 30.
At the end of the day, all her points go to the ultimate caveman total.
Absolutely.
She's got it.
She's got it. 30 points. That'll help the average. Grace Matherly checks out. Holly Shine checks back in.
If you think about it, Brady, look at the scoreboard. She now has what the Marian Knights have as a team in the game right now.
And she got a chance to overtake them, too. And she does it. 31 points for H. Schaefer on the night. Don't know how many rebounds, but she's also been active on the boards. Myers has it. Tipped away by David Ovick. But still fielded. Good defense there by the Cavemen in the corner for three. No good. And a rebound scuffle here. Schaefer holds on to a possession arrow. Going to go to the Knights, though.
Jump ball, possession arrow, Knights. Marian ball. Bradley to inbound.
So coming off a good quarter, Knights have been held scoreless so far in the fourth.
Yeah, definitely not where you want to be, especially coming off that huge momentum-grabbing third quarter. Maybe they can get something to go here soon.
They're going to say possession arrow was wrong. So break there for the Cavemen who are trying to extend this lead. Handoff to Schaefer. Drives with the left. Brew for three. Way up there on the backboard.
She's going to get one, Brady. I can feel it. She's going to get one.
Shoot or shoot. Going to stay with Blue. Yeah, Brew definitely not afraid of that shot.
Not at all.
And we expect those to start falling later in the year. We saw it last year.
We did.
We did.
Quite a bit.
Yeah, quite frequently because she shoots it quite frequently. So tough night tonight, but definitely expect to bounce back some point this year. Contested three. I didn't hear a bank called, but points still go on the board. But for Eaton, Lilith Eaton. It's her second three of the night. Schaefer, pick and roll. Gets it thrown right back to her by a Marian defender. Floater inside, no good. Gets her own rebound. Gets a whistle and gets the bucket. She is unstoppable right now.
An opportunity for a three-point play. She's been in this situation before. I actually had an opportunity for a four-point play, and she converted it.
H. Schaefer converts the three-point play. That's her 34th point of the night. And she is in 40-point range.
Yeah,
and Valenti has it. Stops. Hands it off to Brew, who's looking for Schaefer. Doesn't take the three. Gets inside. David Ovick. Schaefer. Look, she's looking to shoot. I can tell she's itching for it.
Oh, yeah.
Shine. Back to Brew. It's Mamalenti. Pump fake. Gets inside. Knocked away. Yeah, Schaefer, a very disciplined player. I can tell that she wants to shoot it every time she gets it, but making the wise decision to pass it off, make the extra pass.
Ultimately, a total team player.
Coach Chad Blasco trying to get his girls fired up. Eaton to Myers. Being double teamed. Whistle blown.
Wow.
Going to be on white 23. I don't think there's a white 23.
There's no 23.
There's
on the
no
floor for
white
the Cavemen.
23. We can only assume that it's one of the 4 number 20 players out there on the court right now. Chad Blasco's saying what we're all thinking. It's a wrong number. It's a wrong number.
Oh, wow.
Like in the words of Super Hot Fire. Psych. That's the wrong number.
We're just bringing in some wild references today.
Yeah.
All right.
I don't know why that came to my head. It just did.
I don't know either, but
I think saying that's the wrong number just sparks something in me. Eaton has it. Gets it inside to Gruber. Passes it off to her teammate who gets fouled, and Schaefer's not happy, but I don't know why. That was pretty clear contact. Yeah, Schaefer is not happy with that call.
So Swanson has the opportunity to cut into this 17-point Mishawaka lead.
Asia Schaefer, 4th foul of the night. Cavemen lead by 16 here. Knights slowly running out of time to mount this comeback. Certainly not out of time.
No.
But they got to get going quick. Rebound, Mimolenti. Trying to find Schaefer. She slows it down. Shine has it. Brew. Oh, not sure where that was going to. Might have been to Holly Shine, but turnover. Eaton looking for a teammate, goes out of bounds.
Swanson trying to save it, but didn't get the
Cost
didn't
a
get a hold of
turnover
it,
there.
yeah.
That would have been a big possession.
Yeah.
Smart. I'm going to say Smart says inbound, but Marian Knights ended up calling a timeout. They trail by 16 here with 4 minutes and 50 seconds left to go. Luke Wagner is down there on the court. Caven hold a 16-point lead. What have been the keys to the game so far, you think?
I really think that the keys to the game, well, for one, for Mishawaka, has been Asia Schaefer getting the ball and just putting it in the hoop. As she has 34, it's definitely a big help. But also just the interior defense helping as well. Marian getting a good amount of offensive rebounds, and the post defense for Mishawaka has been very good. Been able to stop those offensive rebounds.
Thank you, Luke.
Yep.
If you heard me say whoa, one of the Marian cheerleaders almost had an ugly fall. So, yeah, that could have been bad, but thank God it wasn't. We got about 30 seconds left to go. Cavemen up big here. Coach Bauer's got to make an adjustment. I mean, his team had a lot of momentum going into this quarter, but really has not capitalized in that. Only 4 points so far.
So, Luke, we love hearing from you so very, very much, but unfortunately we're going to have to take a few more breaks on our broadcast in order to get in the amount of advertising we need that's required. So, Luke, thank you so much for the work you're doing. You're doing an amazing job tonight. Fortunately, we won't be able to go to you as much anymore in this contest, but we're going to hear from him a lot more this year.
Like Samari Smith going inbound. Smith's had a tough game so far. But Chad Blasco showing trust in the young player, giving her minutes. Schaefer being double teamed. Just trying to run away from it. Triple teamed, quadruple teamed. Oh my gosh, the whole team's over here.
Wow.
David Ovick swings it to Schaefer. God, they're putting the whole squad on her.
Jesus.
Oh, and she's falling over the floor. Samari Smith comes up empty on that. And Asia Schaefer hits it off Gruber, and that's going to be a Caveman ball.
Just a smart, high basketball IQ play there.
Doing whatever she can to help her team out right now. Schaefer, David Ovick. Yeah, I don't know if I'm keeping a tally, Daniel, but I think I've been doing a pretty good job with that name. I slipped up right there, but I've been doing a solid job.
You slipped up a few times, but I have not counted the times where you've always corrected yourself. So I have 0 tallies right now.
Oh, open layup there for Reynolds. Does not get it to go. Shine fighting for it. Possession arrow Looks like he's going to go to Mishawaka. Yep. Oh, excuse me, that was Bradley who missed that layup. Wide open look. Got to convert that one.
Yeah.
Especially in a situation like Marian's where they need every single point they can get. Schaefer going to take her sweet time here. David Ovick. Smith going to take in the deep two. Passes it off. To Schaefer for three. No good. She was running away. She thought she had that one.
I thought she did too.
Comes up short. Eaton has it now. In the corner for three. No good. Gruber making a power dribble. No good. Samari Smith pulls down the board. Gets it to Mamalenti. Schaefer having trouble getting across half court. Mamalenti hands it off to Shine. He gets it down to David Ovick. Now Shine gets it back for three. No good. That one came up short. Schaefer defending Bradley. Mamalenti kind of pushes her. No whistle, but now we're going to get a whistle. Who's that on?
Going to be on David Ovick.
Yes, Kasha David Ovick. So Swanson's going to shoot two here. Trying to cut the lead down to 15 and 14. This is the first one. So Brew and Matthew looking for them to check in. Shine and Samari Smith both can take the bench.
I just want to talk about Holly Shine very, very quickly. I was actually speaking with her today. She's a classmate of mine. Known her for a couple of years. Good friend. As Swanson's going to miss that, and Grace is going to get the rebound. But I know she hasn't been scoring quite a bit. She hasn't been scoring at all, actually. But she's been doing a lot of stuff as Mamalenti handles it and gets double teamed. And she's actually going to inbound it looks like. But yeah, anyway, Holly Shine, talked to her today. Just letting her know we're backing her up. I know she hasn't been playing as well as she wants to as far as scoring, but she's been doing a great job.
Yeah, I mean, those stats you don't see as Brew takes a three, no good. That's going to go out of bounds. Out of bounds for Blue. But yeah, she's stacking the stat sheet with stuff that we don't really see.
Yeah.
Like the hustle stats. We talk about those a lot on this broadcast. Those are very important to us. Like those invisible numbers, like those, like filling the lane,
Yeah.
and tips leading to steals, stuff like that. Just the little things that you have to watch to really be able to appreciate. That's the stuff that Holly Shine's really, really good at this year.
Yeah, and even mental, emotional stuff. She's really good at picking up her teammates and cheering them on.
Absolutely. Now Bradley looking for someone. Tries to go in between Brew and Schaefer, gets denied. To try to shoot that gap, close quickly.
Sure did.
Oh, Schaefer almost gets intercepted. Brew and Bradley had a collision at half court. Myers and McClenty going to check back in. And a timeout called by Chad Blasco. 2 minutes and 17 seconds left to go. We're going to take a commercial break, and we will be back with more of quarter four.
Some see a student athlete working hard in the weight room. We see a future leader learning there are no shortcuts to success. Some see a start to a swim meet. We see the starting blocks for life. Proud to keep education in front of athletics since 1903. Some see a student athlete working on a shot. We see a powerful lesson in persistence. Some see a student preparing for success on an exam. We see a student athlete preparing for success in life. Proud to keep education in front of athletics since 1903.
Welcome back here. Score is 50-34. Looks like Marian's in the bonus actually, but Cavemen hold a sizable lead, and Marian is having a lot of trouble scoring the ball so far in this quarter. Coming off a quarter where they were very, very successful, so bit of a disappointment there for Coach Bauer, and I'm sure he let his team know it there in the timeout.
Yeah, I would imagine so. I mean, I know he's a younger coach or a newer coach, so he's still got to get adjusted to his girls and understand what their personality and playing style is like, but hoping for a better outcome today. Maybe they'll get it throughout the season.
Schaefer for three. Gets it to go. Nothing but net. Will we see a 40 bomb from Asia Schaefer? That one might go out of bounds. Samari Smith going to get a chance. Oh, but that.
She's going to get it.
I think that might have been the new rule that did not get called. I'll explain that later once we get a break. David Ovick, scoop layup, gets fouled. Yeah, I think that new rule should have been called right there. Samara Smith stepped out of bounds, and the rule states that you cannot be the first player to touch the ball once you re-enter out of bounds, and it cannot gain you a clear advantage. And I think that did gain her a clear advantage. She was trying to get away from her man by stepping out of bounds. So
yeah,
maybe the ref's not as familiar with the brand new rule, but that should have been called.
Cash is going to get the first one to go. Adding to her total right now, only 4 points. Not exactly what she was expecting, nor is what we were expecting. But still doing a lot of stuff, just like Holly Shine. You know, maybe not scoring a whole bunch, but those hustle stats are there.
Yeah, not the night that she wanted in terms of scoring, as she's getting it to stay right there. Schaefer for three, for 40. Oh, no good, yeah. Saw that one coming.
She wants it. She wants it.
Heat check. She wants it. Yeah, you can tell.
Come on now.
Oh, intercepted there. An easy layup.
Swanson going to get the easy bucket there.
This is like playing my career in NBA 2K. And you're just trying to get that last three to get to 40. I can feel it right now. David Ovick dribbling, hands it off to Smith. Schaefer's open, had her. And she gets fouled.
Brady, maybe a controversial opinion. I don't know about our listeners, but I'm kind of loving the references. You got a lot of them so far today.
We're kind of on a hot streak right now with the references. I don't know. Most of our audience has played NBA 2K, but yeah, something like that. Something for the young people.
Smith's going to get the first one.
So Smith, I believe that's her first point of the year.
Yeah.
I believe. So really good to see her. And Asia Schaefer is going to check out, and she's going to end the night with 37 points. Walks off to a standing ovation of the crowd. What a night for number 22.
Much deserved. And those of us that stayed here to watch the entire performance are very lucky, because that's not something you see every day.
No, absolutely not. 37 points is pretty impressive. I think last year we called a game where Jaden Hanley dropped, I want to say, 32 or 35.
Yeah, something around that.
Something like that.
Both big three-point shooters.
Absolutely. And Asia Schaefer is definitely filling the role. Jaden Hanley was a volume shooter, and Asia Schaefer is taking more and more shots, and as a result, is scoring more points. Oh, Samara Smith got fooled. Long two, no good. Rebounded by the Cavemen. It's a Caveman JV player right there, number 32. And Goulart's going to get in, and she turns it over.
Number 32, that's actually going to be...
It's not Michaela Whitener.
No.
She's out for the year.
It's going to be, I know this. Morgan Ford, actually. She wears number 2 for JV.
Oh, good to see her get in. Number 11, Jayla Sutton, getting her first minutes. We saw her a couple times last game. Swanson has it. It's the back to Eaton for three. Bank, no good. Gulas with the board. Give me a jump ball. Possession arrow. Says Marian, but ref gonna point to Mishawaka. He's telling something to the scorer's table that we can't hear.
Yeah. Brady taking off his headset just to understand what he's saying. You get anything?
I did not get anything.
Oh, man.
I don't know what was being said.
Jamie Goulias, I'm sorry if I'm butchering your name. Actually, you know what? I'm going to ask her tomorrow
how
to pronounce it. But she's fighting for possession.
Yeah.
Fighting for possession there.
And if we haven't made it clear, if we're pronouncing any names wrong, please tell us. Driving layup there. Airballed. That's going to be an over-the-back foul called on Swanson.
19.5 remaining in the contest. Not too much basketball left to play here. But what an effort by both teams.
And Chad Blasco pointing out that this Caveman team is in the bonus, so Goss is going to get a chance at the line for 2. Goulias. Is what the
Okay. I'll double check just to make sure, but
yeah.
I will trust our PA announcer.
And she gets it to go. So her first points of the year come from the free throw stripe in the last moments of this one. See if she can go perfect. And she does.
How about that?
She goes 2 for 2. And that is probably going to take us to the end of this game if unless Marian wants to try something. Eden takes a 3 offline. And another jump ball. Oh, my gosh. The amount of jump balls that we've had in this game is insane.
I would say a little edging towards too many, but, it's all about.
Yeah, sometimes you just got to let the other player take the ball. I mean, once you come down with a rebound.
Especially this late into the game.
Yeah, that's going to end it. Ford passes it off, and the Cavemen win this one by a score of 57-36. An impressive win.
Very impressive.
Wow. I mean, like I mentioned, we lost 27-56 against a historically good basketball team.
Yeah.
And we just came in here, defended our home court by a score of 57-36, picked up a win. Mishawaka moves to 2-0. Marian Knights fall to 0-2. Wow, what a game. A lot of fun to watch.
Very, very fun to watch, Brady. A lot of star power on both sides, especially we're going to note once again on Asia Schaefer, her 37-point game. It can't be not talked about. I mean, this is something that you do not see very often, Brady.
No.
Pretty amazing.
Yeah, and especially in high school sports where you don't get to shoot as much. Seeing someone get close to 40 points is pretty incredible.
Yeah.
She really started hot and did not cool down whatsoever. She was fantastic. And having her counterpart, Kasha Davidovic, not score a lot of points, kind of opened that door. Kasha didn't have a great game, but, I mean, player of her caliber, fully expect her to bounce back. Not too big of a concern, but some good signs from the younger players. Millian Malenti is looking very good.
Very, very good.
She's looking like she's going to be a solid varsity rotation player. And Addison Brew obviously doing her thing, stacking up the hustle stats, stacking up the defensive stats. But we got Luke Wagner down there with Asia Schaefer. Hopefully we're going to get a good interview.
Thank you, Brady. I'm here with Asia Schaefer. Asia, congratulations on 37 points. Excuse me. What does it feel like getting 37 points?
I mean, it feels really accomplishing, and I'm just super proud of myself. I worked really hard, so this is just another milestone for me, so I'm excited.
What does it feel like getting this good win against Marian? How is this going to propel you guys forward for the rest of the season?
The win feels great. We've lost to Marian my 3 years, so having one win is nice to have. And I think just gives my team confidence to move on and just know that we play together and stick together, and we can come out and win games. So.
In the beginning of the quarter, you guys came out firing pretty good on all cylinders. How does Coach Blasco really get you guys prepared for these big games?
Well, a lot of us take accountability and watch film on our own, and then Blasco applies what they do, and we just practice it and have maybe the JV team, what's the word I'm looking for? Like act as the other team, so the varsity can run the plays, our plays against it, and just see how it will look for the game.
Thank you, Asia. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Good interview as always from Luke Wagner. Interesting thing there. Asia said that the JV team kind of acts as a scout team.
Yeah.
In football, they can run their plays and get ready. But we're getting ready to close this one out. In case you guys didn't know, I mentioned a couple times in this broadcast, we're going to be back here next Tuesday, November 7th. I'll bring you guys Mishawaka versus John Glenn. That's going to be a good one. Then after that, November 9th, we're going to be going on the road versus LaPorte. Then last but not least, November 11th, going to be on a Saturday at 12 p.m. We're playing the South Bend St. Joe Indians. So that's going to be a great matchup. Daniel, anything else you want to add?
Real quick, this is kind of a little fun thing that we were doing just within the broadcast. Luke Wagner, congrats to you, buddy. You won. as far as the competition that we
Wow.
had within the broadcast.
An internal Oh.
And
So I guess our Matt Reynolds telling us that the game against John Glenn is going to be moved to December because of Election Day.
Got
Okay.
it.
Yeah,
All right.
so that's a mistake on our path. We got to get that fixed. We'll have that corrected for you guys in no time. But, yeah, no
Definitely.
game against John Glenn this Tuesday. We're going on the road against LaPorte November 9th, and then be back home against St. Joe on November 11th on a Saturday at 12 p.m. So definitely tune in for that one. And if you don't want to tune in for it, come and join us.
Show up.
Come show us. But, Daniel, anything else?
Not really. Just great to have you guys that were listening. Thank you so much for listening. Please continue. Always a pleasure to run another Mishawaka Network broadcast, and looking forward to doing another one here soon.
Yeah, it's always a ton of fun. But on behalf of Mishawaka Network, signing